Hello, Yele Nation. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope your holidays was great. I missed you. I hope you missed me too. Okay, so today's tutorial is going to be on how to use a sewing machine. So I personally know two of my subscribers who have gotten this kind of sewing machine. Is a Singer 4452, and one of them asked me for pointers on how to use a sewing machine. But I tried, to give a little bit of tip here and there. But I was like, there were good other people who also need to know how to use the sewing machine. So what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to try to cut across all types of sewing machine, not just the Singer 4452, but other types of sewing machine, the brother machine. I'm going to cover how to thread the sewing machine, how to clean the sewing machine, how to use overcast stitch with the sewing machine, especially if you don't have a serger, and all, other tips and tricks. So make sure you stay tuned to the end to see everything that I got for you. All right. Okay. See ya. And the first thing is how to thread this sewing machine. Okay, so the sewing machines most time have numbers on it. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the 7th hole. The needle is the 7th hole. So what you have to do first of all is to make sure that you follow this particular numbering that is on it. That is pretty straightforward. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 here, 4 goes up, and it also shows the arrows. Like the arrows show exactly how you want the thread to go in, and then this is 5, and then this is 6, and then it goes right into the needle. And at the side there is a power button, so you just switch on the power button right here. And at the side again there is also this pedal that you step on. See it? You step on it to move the needle up and down. That's pretty straightforward. The next thing is how to wind up your bobbin. Okay, so I'm going to put it here again, and then to wind up my bobbin, this is right here. This is what I'm going to use right here. I'm just going to roll it once like this, then I'm going to take my bobbin. Let's use this lucky winner bobbin, and I'm going to first of all roll it just a little bit twice like this. I know there are different ways or styles to roll the bobbin, but I just don't ever trust this thing to stay through this hole. There's a hole here that we're supposed to use, but I never trust it to stay through the hole. So I'm going to do it my Ninja style and roll it first by myself. I'm going to roll it twice and then put it here. Now once I put it here, I'm going to just move this like this. Once I move it like this and I step on the pedal, instead of it controlling the needle up and down, it's going to control this side. So now I'm just going to press it, and you see this machine is so fast. Like, makes my work very fast, and it winds the bobbin very, very fast. So this, when it's finished winding, it stops by itself. You will see that it stops rolling by itself, and then now I can push it back and remove it and then cut my thread. So now I have a fully wound bobbin. Now let's move on to the bobbin case. So this is the bobbin case right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So I take my thread like this, I put it in, and then I take it and I just do it like this. There's a tiny little click that sounds when it just sets right in, and then I bring it out, and then I cover this place back up, and there you have it. You have put in your wound bobbin. Okay, so the next trick that I want, or the next tip that I want to give, is how to clean this part. Cleaning the rest of the machine is pretty easy. I got this from Amazon, this nice brush from Amazon. I'm going to put in the link. You see all the links on it. I have cleaned the links of my machine so many times. This brush has tried, it has suffered, but it is going to do what it's going to do. That's its job. So anyway, to open this part up, I'm going to, there's a screwdriver that comes with the machine. This is the bobbin case right here. What I'm going to do, there's an arrow right here. I just pop out the arrow, remove the upper part, and then this is the former bobbin that was there. I can still use it again. Okay, so this is the flat screwdriver that comes with it. This one comes with my other machine. The one that comes with this machine is a little different. I don't know where it is, I can't find it, but it looks somewhat like this. So this flat side is what I'm going to use to open up my screw. I already opened up one screw. No, I didn't open it up, I'm lying. I lost the screw. Yeah, I lost the screw right here. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got lost, but it got lost. Don't ask me questions. So now I'm going to just take this screw right here, and I'm just going to open it right up. I already untightened it, and I'm just going to use my finger to roll it all out because it already injured me. If you look at my nail, it already injured my nail while I was trying to open it up. See the love that I'm showing you guys. All for love. All right, so I unscrewed it, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this off right here. I'm going to remove this. Now, do you see this place? Now, this is where you're going to clean. You're going to clean it with my fluffy sofa head. I don't even know what to call it. Brush. Yeah, it's a brush. And I'm just going to use it to clean it out. There's also a brush that comes with the sewing machine. You can use that one, but I've got this one because it is wider, it is bigger, and I like it better. So I'm just going to remove all of this, all the links. There are links on it. You see all these links? Yeah, that's what happens when you use a sewing machine for too long. And the funniest thing was I cleaned it before the new year, and I haven't used it that much this new year. I used it like maybe 5 times this new year. So let's just quickly doing. So I just cleaned it, and then I removed the bobbin, and I cleaned inside the bobbin as well. Now, if I want to oil it, for example, I'm going to oil it with the Singer oil, this Singer machine oil. I don't even know where. I got it like 2 years ago, and the bottle is still almost full. That's because I just put a tiny dot inside this oil. You see the oil right here, this oil right here. That's where I just put a dot inside. Just that, just one drop. I said a dot. Just one drop inside, and you are done with oiling inside this place and cleaning this place. So that's the tip on maintenance and threading of the sewing machine. Now let's go to the different stitches. So this is like the stitch epicenter of this machine. The machine has the various types of stitches. This is the length of the stitches. Like if you pick this one, the stitch is going to be so tiny, and this is what you use for the buttonhole part. From 0 to 1 is for the buttonhole part. This S1 part is in blue, so it represents all the stitches that are in blue on this side. This S2 is in red. It represents all the stitches that are in red on this side. So it's black, blue, red. Now the blue ones are used for sewing stretch fabric. So if you have a stretch fabric and you want to sew with this sewing machine, you have to change this switch all the way to either S1 or S2, and then you use the commemorate stitch that you want. If you want a straight stitch, you keep it here. If you want a zigzag stitch, you're gonna put it here. If you want any of these fancy stitches, you're just gonna keep turning your machine in whatever the knob, so whatever direction that you want. So I'm just going to leave it here for now and put it back on my normal stitch. So if you want to make, let's say you want to create a basting stitch or a stitch for a gather stitch or a basting stitch, you're going to use 4 because that's the longest length that this sewing machine has, and you're going to get a long stitch width or long stitch length. You know what? This thing should not confuse me. So now this is the width part. This one is mostly for any stitch that has a zigzag, like any stitch that goes this way and that way, this way and that way, this way and that way. So the higher the number you put on it, this is 5, the higher the number, the wider the stitch is going to be. So if you put it on 6, you're going to have wide zigzags. If you put it all the way to 1, your zigzag is going to be very tiny. Like it's going to have very little zigs. It's never going to have any zag, just zigs. Just zigs, if you get what I mean. Remember, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'm always here to answer your questions. All right, so then we move to the needle position. This one is going to change where the needle is going to be. If you want the needle to move to the my left and right get confusing sometimes. If you want the needle to move to the left, you keep moving it like this. It keeps moving to the left. If you want it to move, it moves to the right. I just put it in the middle because that way we don't confuse ourselves and the machine cannot come and be confusing me. Now, moving to the tension. The tension right now is on 7. Right now, if you have any issues with your thread cutting or your machine not sewing a particular way, then your best bet is to play with the tension. If you've changed the needle is fresh, the threads are fresh, but the machine is still doing zagazaga, zigzag. The best thing to do is to work on your tension. Just keep playing with the tension, move the tension. If it's too tight, try to reduce it all the way. And this is the reverse stitch. That is, when you're sewing and you want to reverse, you just press this and it reverses front and back. Okay, so now let us talk about the overcast stitch. Normally when I want to overcast, I either serge with my serger, but sometimes when I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to put on my serger and work on it, I just go to my zigzag stitch, and this is my zigzag stitch right here. Now what I do is I put it on my zigzag stitch and I reduce this length all the way to 2. Right now it's on 2. So now that it's on 2, I'm just going to increase my width all the way to 6, because I wanted to have that nice zigzag look that makes it look like it was a serged look, even though it wasn't a serged look. It won't be as great as a serger because it's not going to cut off all the excess, but at least it's going to give it that nice finish. So I put it on 2 and I put this on 6, and now I'm going to stitch it so you see what it looks like. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. So I'm gonna just see the way I'm sewing right at the edge. All the way. So let me stop here so I don't waste too much thread. Yeah, now you see what it looks like. This is how the finish is going to look. Now you probably have to use scissors to cut out all the excess thread, but for now it's not looking bad as the finish for the inside of your garment, is it? Now if you want to overdo, if you want to do over sabi, you can still sew a straight stitch right next to it for it to have that serge look. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to take this and then I'm going to show a straight stitch right next to it. And here we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, does this not look like a serged? Does it not look like a serge finish? It does look like a serge finish. So this is what it looks like if you use the method that I taught you now to create an overcast stitch with this sewing machine. So this sewing machine has a lot of potentials. If there's anything that I did not cover in this tutorial that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to try to do more videos on how to show how to use this sewing machine. And I also have another sewing machine which is even a little bit more complicated. This is my terminator machine. I call it terminator because I removed this head right here. So if you want to know how to use the quantum stylist 99602 99602, like I mean T-O-O-2. All right, if you want to use that, know how to use this, just tell me in the comment section and I'm going to show you how this also works. It has a lot of keys. In fact, it's a special sewing machine. So anyways, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, like, share it, and if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm here for you. Happy New Year. I hope we all have a glorious and wonderful new year this year in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. See ya. Bye.